Hey everyone, it's Vinny, and I am back at Turfway for the Jeff Ruby Stakes. This is the 100-point Kentucky Derby prep, where 100 points goes to the winner, 40 for second, 30 for third, 20 for fourth, and 10 for fifth. Last year, the Jeff Ruby did produce the Kentucky Derby winner in Rich Strike, who ran third in the Jeff Ruby. The first and second place finishers in Tis the Bomb and Tawny Port both also did run in the Kentucky Derby. So top three finishers did make the gate. I am expecting kind of the same this year. I think we'll see at least a couple of these runners in the Kentucky Derby starting gate, especially since there are a couple in here, including two Phils and Congruent, who both have at least 20 Derby points. And remember, you only need 50 points to get a starting spot in the Kentucky Derby gate. So let's dive into this Jeff Ruby field. And the first horse that I want to talk about is my third choice here, and I liked him in the John Battaglia, and that is Scooby Quando. He finished second that day in the John Battaglia, and he was kind of stuck on the inside. He got out late, ended up getting up for second behind Congruent. And I like him again today. I think he's going to get kind of a similar trip. I am hoping, though, based on what I think the pace should look like, that he shouldn't have as many horses boxing him in as he did that day in the John Battaglia. He's going to be a price. He's improved in all three of his career starts. He just seems like I'm not sold on him winning, but he's just one of those horses that just doesn't seem like he's going to throw out a bad race, and he's going to be a price. I think he's a perfect horse to use in exactas and trifectas. He's 15-1 on the morning line. I'm expecting we're going to get every bit of that 15-1 on Scooby Quando. I am hoping he starts well and kind of keep that inside position. Maybe we'll get lucky and some horses will come off the rail late, or there will be a seam and he can come right up during the stretch. But I think Scooby Quando at 15-1 is great value, and I think he'll run a solid race for us here in the Jeff Ruby. The second horse that I want to talk about is actually a horse I have on my team for the Racing Dudes Triple Crown Fantasy League. If you haven't checked that out, it's on their website, and that is Two Phils, who is the 7-2 second choice on the morning line. I do hope he wins. Obviously, I get more points in the fantasy league if he wins, but he does already have 23 Kentucky Derby points. So even if he just finishes third today, it would guarantee him a starting spot in the gate. So I'm hoping, at bare minimum, I am hoping for at least that. In my opinion, he is the class of this field, though. He ran second in the Lecomte in his 3-year-old debut behind Instant Coffee, who is running in the Louisiana Derby on Saturday as well. And in his second start, he ran third in the Arisen Star behind another Brad Cox trainee. So he doesn't quite get away from Brad Cox here. Brad Cox does have a horse in here, but it is a little bit of a class drop for him as he is going to Turfway. I think with his pedigree, though, he should take the synthetic fine. He is sired by Hard Spun. Hard Spuns do run well on the synthetic and on the turf, so I'm not really worried about that. I put him second because in a 12-horse field, he's 7-2 on the morning line, and I know on paper it looks like he should win. But I have a hard time taking a horse in a 12-horse field that's 7-2 on the morning line, will likely be bet down, that hasn't won this year. He will 100% be on my tickets no matter what, but if I'm just playing a win bet, I am trying to beat him. I do think he is very good, and I won't be surprised if he beats this field fairly easily, but I am going to put a win bet on somebody else, and that horse is Wadsworth for Brad Cox. He's a Godolphin homebred, and he's 2 for 2 at Turfway. Back in February, he beat Scooby Quando here going 1 mile, who I am also using. He sat off the pace that day, but he wasn't too far off the pace that day. So breaking from the 11 post, I think he is going to be sent a little bit. I think he will be more forwardly placed. It's his second start as a 3-year-old off a couple-month layoff, so I am expecting an improvement off that last start. He's the son of Quality Road, who I am not huge going 1 mile and an eighth, if I'm being honest, but on turf and synthetic, I don't mind it as much as I would on the dirt. And his dam is a multiple graded stakes winner, Dickinson, who won the 2017 Jenny Wiley over fan favorite Lady Eli. So really do like the pedigree here for like turf and synthetic. Yeah, I doubt we get the 8-1 morning line. I think this horse is going to be bet down. I'm hoping not too much. I'm still hoping to get at least 6-1 here. But Godolphin Homebred, who is very well bred to run on this synthetic surface. I think Wadsworth is well worth the play here in the Jeff Ruby. Again, I'm going 11-10-2 in the Jeff Ruby. Best of luck if you are playing, and I will see you next time.
RacingDudes.com is your home for the best free picks for every race, every track across the country. We're ramping up for the 2023 Kentucky Derby, and we want you to join us in the fun. Subscribe to Racing Dudes YouTube channel and click the notification bell so you never miss a single video. Want to make money betting horses? Bet with the Racing Dudes.